Hi, it's Emma from Make and Fable, and in this top tip video I'm going to be talking to you about how to stop your macrame cords, ropes and strings from fraying at the ends as you work with them. So we've got a few different examples here. So we've got the single twist string, which does tend to fray quite badly as you're working with it. We've got the 3-ply rope, which are in a lot of my kits, which still frays but not quite as badly. Then we've got the thinner cord, so we've got cotton cords, we've got the S1 cord, and then we've also got this nylon cord here. How you would stop each of these from fraying, just to make them easier to use, does vary. So we're going to start by looking at what we would do with the thicker string and rope. So for your macrame strings and ropes, they do tend to fray quite badly as you're working with them. So what I like to do is just to use some packing tape. So this is just some clear packing tape. You can also use sellotape, masking tape, whatever you've got. I'm still using up this plastic packing tape. I now try to avoid using plastic in my packaging, but I keep a roll of this purely for doing this trick. So I probably won't need all of this, but it does make it easier to see on camera. And all you need to do is place some of your cord along the top edge. Now, I'm not doing it right down at the end where it's already frayed. I'm coming further along where the twist is still intact. And I'm just going to stick that just on the edge of my tape like that. And then you just want to roll it over as tightly as you can. And you just want to do this so it goes over a couple of times like that. If you've got any excess, you can just trim that off. Stick the end down. And then with your scissors, just trim the end. And I like to trim it at a slight angle, especially if I'm going to be adding any beads on. So you can see there, if the light reflects off of it, there's a good sort of 3 to 4 centimeters covered in the tape. This kind of almost acts like a needle and makes it really easy to thread. It slides because the tape is shiny and it stops it from fraying. Let's have a look at what we do with the thinner cords. So with these thinner threads, the packing tape trick doesn't work so well. So by thinner threads, I mean anything that's sort of like a 2 millimeters or less. So these cords here are, this is 1 mil, and these are sort of under, that one's under 1 mil. It's very difficult to wrap tape around the edges of these. So what I suggest instead is actually painting the tip of the cord with either some super glue or some nail varnish. So what I've done is I've just put some clear nail varnish on the tip of this cotton cord, left it to dry for a few minutes, and then again I've just trimmed that end at an angle. That especially makes it easier when you're adding beads on. Using super glue will make the tip stiffer than if you use nail varnish or nail polish, but to be honest, if you're just wanting to stop the ends from fraying and make it easier to do your knotting, either will work. I hope this top tip video has helped you in making your macrame life a little bit easier. Do let me know if you use either the sticky tape or the super glue nail varnish trick in your macrame and if it's made life easier. If you've got any questions, pop them in the comments below. If not, I'll see you next time.